Hey everybody, how's it going? So I'm currently working on a DIY reef aquarium light, and you can see here that I have a chunk of aluminum. It's kind of got a brass coating, but that doesn't matter. The important part here is it's a fantastic heatsink for a DIY LED light bar that I'm making for an aquarium reef tank. So on here, you can see that I have the exact center completely marked off, and then per side, I have 8 sections. And the reason why I'm breaking this down into 8 sections is because I know I need to get 24 LEDs per side on this bar, and divide it into chunks of 3 is going to be the easiest way to do that for me, and the type of channels that I want to do. So I've been working with my father, who's an electrical engineer, at coming up with a light map for this. So you can see per side, I've got what comes out to 10 royal blue and 9 cool white, 1 red, 1 green, and 3 ultraviolet. Everything I can find online indicates that that should be a good balance for the type of corals that I'm trying to grow. So then I was able to find online also this thermal paste. So all you do is you put a little tiny dab, and I mean I'm talking like smaller than the size of a pea onto the bar here. You just take one of these LEDs and you place it down firmly and hold it in place for a couple of seconds. After just a few seconds, you can leave it alone and it'll dry in place. On the LEDs themselves, if I can get this to show, you can see that there's a little plus sign, and there's 2 per side on this particular type of die, and then there's 2 minus signs. So in order to make my life much easier, I'm going to orient them in all the same direction. So it's going to be pluses and pluses and pluses. That way I can just come all the way down here where I want to bring my wires in and connect them all in a string. And like I said, I plan on doing this in channels, so you can see that I have the different shapes here. My royal blues are all going to be spread out between 2 or 3 channels total. My cool whites are going to be a channel, and then my more unique colors, so my ultraviolets, my greens, and my reds are going to be another channel. The greens, reds, and ultraviolets I'll be able to fit all the way across the bar, but otherwise the royal blues I'm going to need a few channels, and the cool whites I'm going to need a few channels. So I can get into more of the information on how I plan on setting up the wiring and how I plan on controlling the LEDs, but this is just kind of my first stab at this, and it's going to be a learning experience, but I'm hoping I can take you guys along for the ride. So thank you for joining me, and hope to see you next time.